Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agricultural business owners looking for ways to make profit from their agricultural business and also thinking of starting up an agribusiness. And guys, I knew I said I was back in my last video, but I could not film video due to Nigeria circumstances. We've not had lights for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks right now, and the noise of Jen, I don't like when I'm filming there should be noise, so I've been like avoiding to shoot videos. But right now I don't have any option because according to what I heard, I don't know when they will fix the light, so I just have to fix with Jen. So guys, if you are hearing any noise, you have to help me manage it like that. Okay, it's finally good to be back, so you guys will be hearing more noise because I'll be filming with generator right now. Alright guys, so being back, I want to talk about the things that happened while I was away. So while I was away, I had to address some comments. Yes, when it comes to storage, when it comes to farming, when it comes to agribusiness, I had to address those comments before coming back so that we all understand ourselves. Okay, so if you've not seen the video where I was addressing those comments, because I'm going to touch some comments today, make sure you check it out. Alright, I also talked about how you can market your farm produce. A lot of things happened while I was away when we were selling our farm produce that we harvested. Guys, it wasn't funny. So if you've not seen that video too, you have to check it out. Alright, so today I'm bringing you guys an update, storage update. For those that were in my storage community from January to June, if you're in that community and you stored, I just want to give you guys a big round of applause. I'm not a magician, but I think I've understood storage a bit. So for those that are not in the community, let me just give you guys a glimpse of what happened in the community. So from January to June, I was walking everybody through the commodities that they could store. I told them the current market price. I told them how they could go to the market to source for it. I told them how they can store it, how they can preserve it. So if you are not in that community, sorry, okay? So for those in the community, congratulations, you guys come and pay your tithes. Please come and pay your 30% to me. But for those that are not in the community, I just want to give you guys an update, a breakdown of how storage went this year. So if you're interested in today's video, if you want to go into storage business and you're interested in today's video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, share this video for those that might be interested in storage as well. And let me quickly note this: storage is not a get rich quick scheme when it comes to farming. You need to understand storage, you need to understand timing, you need to understand when, how and where to store. That's very, very important so that you don't miss it. Okay, and that was what I had to take my time to teach for 6 months, though the teaching held for 2 months and we left the class to just keep going. So if you have any question, you can come and ask in the group is still open, but we'll be accepting people soon because another set of storage is about to start. Alright, without wasting our time, let us dive in. So this year, I for one, I stored 3 commodities. Yes, I stored palm oil, I stored okpa, which you guys know as bambara nut, and I stored firewood. Yes, but in the class I taught them different things they could store. Some stored soya beans, some stored beans, some stored granite, but I didn't do all those storage because I actually store what I have my ready market for, and that's what I also taught in the class. That I'm telling you to store this does not mean I'll be the one to help you sell it, right? You need to have your ready market for it. So I stored what I had my market for. Okay, like I said, I stored palm oil, I stored bambara nuts, which you guys know as okpa, and I stored firewood. So I'm going to give you guys the breakdown of how that went. Alright, so in January I have everything listed on my phone so that I don't come here to, so when I was doing it I was writing it down so that I will know how to film the video. Okay, so in January I bought a drum of palm oil. Early January, around 16,000. I bought it around 16,000, but that was when I started my teaching, and around then palm oil was selling around when the class started, it was selling around 17,000-18,000. okay, so me that bought it at 16,000, I had the opportunity to sell my palm oil. Some bought it at 15, some bought it at 13. I think I bought it as the palm oil itself, I got the palm oil itself at 14,500 plus gallon. That made it 16,000. okay, people that wanted to store in January, they'll be getting it at 18,000. So I've already made interest, but I did not sell. Okay, so in January palm oil sold for 18,000. For we that bought earlier, we've already made 3k profit, but I didn't sell. In that same January, I bought bundles of firewood. Yes, that's a dozen. There's a way they bundle it and they sell it per dozen. You know, that's dry season and people are doing bush burning, farm clearing and the rest for cultivation. So as they were clearing, I was buying firewood in bundles. I bought 12 which is a dozen, for 5,000 naira for each bundle. So we call it bundle. 12 makes a bundle. So I bought each bundle for 5,000 naira. So that was what I bought in January, and I bought 24 bundles for 5,000 naira times 24. Let's round it up because they gave me 50. So 5,000 naira times 24. That was what I bought in January. Then in February, the same palm oil that I bought in January for 15,000 was now being sold for 19,000. I still told my students to get it because it will still rise. In March, the same palm oil went for 20,000 naira. If we wanted to sell, we could sell, but we're predicting November. I'm going to tell you what happened now that we are in October. So you have to watch this video to the end so that you see how storage works. So before I continue, I had this mindset that, oh, palm oil will rise in November, right? That's the mindset that palm oil will rise in November. So I'm going to store my palm oil till November, that I'm going to sell it at my own price. But guys, something happened. In March, the same palm oil went for 21,000. But in January, that same January, I bought Okpa. Yes, I bought Bambara nuts for 50,000 naira per bag. Because I'm new to the market, I don't really understand how the market of Okpa works, right? If you don't understand, don't jump into it. I was teaching my student because I also learned it, but I needed to practicalize it. So I bought just 3 bags. That's 150,000 naira to test the market, okay? Don't forget, I bought firewood in January, I bought palm oil in January, and I bought Okpa in January. In April, the palm oil was sold for 22,000 naira for 1 gallon. In May, the same palm oil went up to 23,000 naira. Note, I've not sold then. Then in May, I made an announcement for people in the farming community for the storage class. I made an announcement. See, people that bought palm oil between 13 to 15,000 naira and 60,000. I was talking to people like me. We should sell this palm oil now. Don't let us wait till November to sell. This one, that this palm oil has risen up like Bitcoin. Let us sell this thing now. Some people listen, some people do not listen. Me, that I was giving the advice, I like to take risks. I did not listen, but some people sold. But as of then, some of the people in the class were still storing theirs, which I did not really panic. But I knew I wanted everybody to sell off by June. Okay, so by June, okay, yeah, for people that bought it at that time, then around that May, the same Okpa that I bought for 50,000 naira, I sold it out. So it was already going for 70,000, 80,000 naira. So I didn't really sell. Some of my students sold at 70,000 naira. Some sold at 80,000 naira. So they were making 30k profit, 20k profit. So if they stored much, they would have made more than that. So if you're storing 10 bags, 30k times 10, you've made your profit within 6 months. Okay, those for those that sold Okpa. Julie did not say, but listening. By July, those that bought palm oil for 15, 16, 17,000 naira, palm oil rose to 30,000 naira. And as of then, I knew that palm oil cannot rise more than that. And I broke it to everybody, including myself. Sell off your palm oil immediately. Like, if you don't want greed to finish you in this life, sell off your palm oil immediately. And everybody sold. Yes, I sold my palm oil. Everybody sold their palm oil. Some sold theirs at 25,000. Some sold theirs at 18,000. So I sold mine at 30,000 naira. Now, in that same July, don't forget the firewood bundle that we got. The firewood bundle that I got for 5,000 naira was now going for 25,000 naira per bundle, and that's because it's already rainy season and people that are using firewood. If you've not seen my video on firewood, how you can start firewood business, you have to check out that video so you understand what I'm talking about. People that are using firewood, we are really looking for firewood. So I sold out each of the bundles for 25,000 naira. Note, I did not do anything when it comes to storing of the firewood. I just got the firewood and I stored it in my farmhouse. I got the firewood, I stored it in my farmhouse. I just made sure that rain did not touch it, and in 6 months time I sold each with 20,000 naira profits. 20,000 naira times 24 bundles. Yeah, so that's how we do the business of storage. This is not hoarding, this is storing so that you can make profit. All right, so that is it for my firewood. Then in that same July, don't forget that people that bought Okpa sold theirs in May and June for 70,000 naira. In that same July, Okpa rose to 90,000 naira, 100,000 in some locations. In my own location, it rose to 90,000, and I sold off the 3 bags immediately. So I made 40,000 naira on each bag of Okpa that I stored. So once again, congratulations to those that are in the farming community, the storage class. You guys should come and pay your tithes. Come and pay your tithe. Let me state something when it comes to storing palm oil. I know I made a video on how you can start palm oil business, but one thing about these paid classes, it gives you the details, what you need to look out for when you are storing palm oil. In that class, I broke it down that we have 3 stages of palm oil, or 3 types of palm oil. We have the grade 1, we have the grade 2, we have the grade 3. Please, I'm not going to go into details. You have to register for the next section if you want to be in the storage class. And the storage class will be running from November. Now this class will run for just 3 months. It's not going to run for 6 months like I did the last time. So because new storage is coming up, we have Egusi, we have Ogbono, that the storage are coming up this month. So I'm going to run the class for just 3 months. I'm not going to run it for 6 months. So November, December, January is only when I'm going to run the classes. I'll be handling the commodities that are available for storage within these 3 months, and I'll be running for just 3 months because some people that have paid from January till now, I don't want to go back. I just want us to move forward so that they can store, and the class will be left open so that I can tell them when they can sell. But from January, another class will be open that will run for 6 months again. That will take us on what to store again. So we have the first batch that will be running for just 3 months, November to January, and that one that will start from January to June. And it's still open for everybody anyways. So that is it for storing. Let me see if there are other things that I took note of while storing. Okay, now it's not the right time to store anything. Palm oil, everything I mentioned that we've sold. If you're buying it now, sorry, palm oil has dropped drastically. Palm oil is now selling for 18,000. In some locations you can still get it for 17,000. In some locations you can get it for 20,000, but palm oil has dropped drastically, so this is not the right time to store palm oil at all. For Bambara nut, this is not the right time. For all the ones I've listed that we stored in January, this is not the right time to store because this is the time we are selling off, and this is the time that everything is flopping. You know, we store during harvest, we don't store during planting. Okay, but the things that are available for storage now is Egusi, Ogbono. I'm going to like compile them, do my market research, compile them and see how we can get started. Okay, that is it on the update on storage business that we did this year. For those in the class, once again, congratulations. For those not in the class, we have other opportunities that you can tap into. All right guys, I hope you got value. I hope you've learned that storage is profitable if only done right. Okay, so if you got value, you know what to do. Share this video. I want people to see that there's money in agriculture, not just in farming. Okay, there's money in agriculture, there's money in agribusiness, the business aspect of it. The minute you can make agriculture a business, the minute you can make that your farming business a business, you start making profit. But if you are just focusing on let me till the ground, you will not explore all the value, all the opportunities that lies in agriculture. Agriculture is a culture, so we need to practice it. It's a way of life that we need to keep practicing and we need to keep learning. If you got value, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video.